Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. The screen suddenly stopped recording because the microphones were off. Okay, you guys can hear me, right? I'm audible to you. Guys, I'm audible. Yes, yes. Okay. Got it. So, where was I? Symmetry, right? So, we started seeing beauty as something symmetrical. So, a father sending his beautiful daughter has to find a family with a high survival rate because whatever is symmetrical is beauty, and whatever is beautiful is having a high survival value. If there is a chicken और उसकी टांग टूटी हुई है, this chicken is not having leg properly, he's not, yes, it's recording. That's why I got silent for some time. The chicken is not able to walk properly, okay? And it looks like if he's not able to walk properly, there's probably some kind of disease in him. Are you going to eat this chicken? No. Why? You know why? Because the first thing you noted is out of symmetry. Why do you think I can travel today, not tomorrow? Or I can travel tomorrow, not today? Because today it's raining. What is it? How did you come out? How did you came at a conclusion that today is raining? Why? Because it's not how it has to be. There is a perfect symmetry, a certain kind of environment you have created in your mind to travel. So you don't find it beautiful enough to go out. The way you find it beautiful is by staying in. So that's how you behave. So I hope you understood that humans evolved themselves by following beauty. Whatever was beautiful, they followed it. And that's how we are here till now. Basically, what I'm saying is they followed beauty. What were they actually following? Survival value. They want to live more. What did genes want? Remember yesterday's session? They wanted to live more. So, beautiful daughter going to finding a family who is rich. Yup, relatable. But as it started happening, before women were like, they were more inclined to their biological instincts. But when the personal property came in, there was a notion that started going around because now everyone and everything is a personal property. My home, my phone, my son, my daughter, everything is my. Okay? Before you can't say he's my husband. A lot of women can say he's my husband. And there was nothing like husband, so he's my spouse. Anyways, so at that time, personal property started coming around, and then women were like, we just want one man who will live with us forever. The birth of the family. This was when it's like you are taking a freedom from men, right? Now they can't have sex with anyone they want to. So in exchange, men said, if she just wants to be with one man forever, then she will have to be only this man's personal property. So women were seen as commodities. Commodities means, ये bro, ये हैं एयरपॉड्स, ये मेरे हैं, मेरी प्रॉपर्टी है ये. समझ रहे हो? कमोडिटी क्या होती है कि ये मेरी है. अगर इसने किसी और के साथ सेक्स कर लिया पहले, अब ये मेरी हो नहीं सकती क्योंकि ये एयरपॉड्स मैंने सेकंड हैंड खरीदे हैं. समझ रहे हो? So that is virginity. That's when virginity came out. So now you see one thing. Virginity directly goes against the biological instincts. The inclination of a woman towards biological instincts. और conditioning बहुत ही छोटी एज में start हो जाती है. Virgin Mary. Basically what I'm saying over here is, the more you suppress something, the more it is going to bounce back. मैं बॉल को जितनी जोर से नीचे मारूंगा वो उतनी जोर से उठ के ऊपर आने वाली है. What am I saying over here? The thing I feel I'm most ashamed about, that's the only thought, person or thing that will keep on rebounding again and again and again. So basically virginity आनी शुरू होगी. Now women are like, we are virgins. We don't like sex. And that is whenever you talk to girls, you behave as if you are not sexual. तुम sexual हो ही नहीं सकते. You can't be sexual. And You are behaving with her in a sexual way. Never. That's, oh my god, no, never. That's something very bad. So you see, the conditioning has started from a really small age. So 0 to 7 years of age, already conditioned. Now what is happening? You will see a complex within a woman. Complex means mixture. Mixture of oil and water. Complex. What is this complex? This complex is of Madonna and whore. What is Madonna and whore? There is a part of her which shows as if she doesn't like sex, and sex is something that is really bad and it should be done after marriage. The whore is a part in her which is more biologically inclined to love sex. Women love sex more than men, but they can't show it. That's why Madonna is there. Why can't they show it, bro? Why can't women show it? This is where I'm going to talk about anti-slut defense. There is something called as ASD. ASD means what? SD means what? D means what? D means defense. That means her brain is having an evolutionary defense mechanism. What defense mechanism do we have? Amygdala, which senses fear. It's defense mechanism. It's a friend. Fear is a friend. It helps us not to die. It's very important. Same way, with that, she's having a defense system which is designed by evolution. What does this defense system do? This defense system doesn't want to be slutty, look slutty in front of someone's eyes or sometimes in their own eyes. If they are okay with looking slutty in front of someone, like don't wear these kind of clothes, you look slutty. I don't give a fuck if I look slutty for you. She's still going to wear those kind of clothes, but she's not looking slutty in her own mind, you see. But still there is anti-slut defense. She doesn't want to look slutty in her own mind that she's being a slut. So there is anti-slut defense. So when she says, I don't like sex, I don't even like talking about it. Anti-slut defense. That means she has... Now why will a woman show anti-slut defense when there is already a whore in her? Why will she show Madonna? Because she has sensed judgment. She has sensed judgment. Chahe, it does not matter you have judged her or not. At that point of the time, you are behaving in a way where you are judging yourself. Like you are not able to talk about things that are going in your mind. You are not able to say, actually what, you are so amazing. Like look at yourself. You look so beautiful. And I'm feeling so afraid right now talking to you. What do you think this is going to make her feel? Focus on feel, not what is she going to think about you. That's spotlight syndrome. Spotlight on you. She's going to feel, what is she going to feel if this guy goes to her, excuse me, hi. I was so afraid standing over there. But just because I was afraid to deal with my fear, I had to come here and say hi. Just this. This was going in his mind. I'm afraid she should not come to know I'm afraid if I say hi to her. And I'm very sexual. She should not come to know that I'm very sexual. Because if she'll come to know, then she will beat the fuck out of me, and I'm so afraid of that. So it's basically fear only. You are not going there and talking to her because you're afraid of talking to her. So you're giving yourself excuses at that point of the time by not going there. So she's having anti-slut defense. She doesn't want to look like a whore to you. So there is Madonna. Now guys, just like there is a Madonna and a whore in a woman, is there anything in men also? Yes, there is. A man is a provider, protector, and a lover. What does that mean? We all know provider and protector. Why did I tell you that the health figure, okay bro, this guy, a body like this guy is attractive. So this guy in your statement has been kept on changing generations to generations. I'm not talking about face, like even like fat, thin, small, tall, it has been kept on changing. Which is why women can pretty much protect themselves now. They don't have a perfect figure of a man which they seem as protective. They can protect themselves. Provide wealth. Women are not attracted towards your money as much. Why? They can pretty much provide themselves these days. They can work, they can earn, they don't need you as a provider. Like buying her shit, buying her money, and then trying to attract her. Not working, bro. Why? Because she can do that to herself as well. So if this is your strategy, she will like it. But it's not going to work. Are you getting it? I like pizza, but that doesn't mean I'm going to eat it right now. Are you getting it? I hope you understand what I'm saying over here. So, provider and protector are the qualities which movies, conventional dating says to follow. Provider with gifts and all of that, cards, I don't know, friendship band, abhi nikal ke gaya, friendship day, and protector from guys. That, and finally be a lover to her. Finally express your love to her. That's the conventional dating strategy. So if you follow this strategy, Madonna will come out in front of you. That means if I'm buying her things, Madonna will come out. Why? Because I'm indirectly trying to have sex with her, trying to attract her, right? And that passiveness is unattractive. Why? It doesn't follow the evolutionary switches. I'll tell you more about the evolutionary switches. So being provider and protector is not going to work. You'll have to know what are the lover qualities in a man. Because when lover comes out first, then whore comes out. Madonna is going to stay there for some time, but then finally whore is going to come out. So conventional dating strategy says be a provider and protector first, then be a lover. What pickup says is be a lover first, and then if you want, you can be a provider and protector. But guys, understand one thing. If you don't be a provider and protector, you won't feel man enough. If you say, bro, I don't want to, for example, if I'm saying there has to be one girl and there will be one girl which will be only your girl, and you want to pay for her. You want to buy her things. Not every girl, your girl. If you're like, no, bro, what if I don't want to pay? That means you don't earn much. Resourcefulness. Do you see what I'm talking about here? You're not resourceful over here. If you don't be provider, you won't feel man enough. If you're not earning enough, you're like, that's why you are saying, what if I don't want to pay? What if I'll never buy her gifts? You know, that means quite a lot. That means you feel you are not man enough also. Do you know that? Anyways, now coming back to the point, I hope you understood anti-slut defense that women are having, that she should not look slutty. And I'm talking about provider protector behaviors that you should not show. Now, what are the lover behaviors? These lover behaviors are the evolutionary switches. You know what is evolutionary switches? Evolutionary switches means if this behavior is seen by her in you, a switch is turned on in her mind, which is hardwired to get attracted towards this behavior. Someone's mic is on. Okay. So what are these switches? And these switches, guys, these switches are in every man if he's a man. Why? Because a man is a provider, protector, and a lover, right? So if you are a man, there is a lover side in you. And if there's a lover side in you, there are these switches in you. And if there are these switches in you and you know how to activate them, you know what women find attractive in men. You will actually know what women find attractive in men. But knowing something and actually realizing it on the field is different. No? You can know it, but if you don't do what you know, there is no point. I may know how to build a rocket. What's the point? I know. So most people know what to do. A lot of people don't do what they know, which is why 1% of the population is of producers, 99% are consumers. Coming back to the point again. Why does sexual jealousy exist? How does knowing about a girl's sexual history negatively impact me? because she was someone else's personal property. She was not only your personal property, and this is the protector, provider, protector within you, which is very feeling bad. If your lover is activated, you won't feel bad that she has done something like this, because you are also doing something like this to her. People have been using and already used goods, stolen goods, etc., and people have had no problems using them. But women are not commodities. Do you see that? That's where the problem exists. We feel jealous that my partner or my ex has had a lot of partners before, because we see them as commodity, that he or she cannot be totally mine. Are you getting it? It was given to me. I didn't earn it. It was given. And that's where you're not very different from what society has taught you. You are aligned with what has been taught to you. If there is sexual jealousy on the basis of this thing. Yes, I was coming back on that point. Why we can't be a man just being a lover, not all three. Because a man is a provider, protector, and lover. Your father provides the family, protects the family because he loves the family. Or any person provided and protecting you may shout a lot on you, but he's doing that because he loves you. Yes, virginity is assigned importance more than women themselves. So, now let's talk about the lover behaviors of men. What are the lover behaviors of men? Lover behaviors of men are same as the behavior of a king. What would be the first behavior of a king? The first behavior of a king, lover behavior of a king, is he's dominating. What does that mean? See it like this. If you are born in a family where parents were really strict, so being dominating means having really high standards. That makes your inner child archetype as an overachiever. So you are going to see dominating in that way. If you are someone who is having the dominating figure in the family, and that person is abusive, let's just say your father is dominating at home and he abused sometimes to you, so you think being dominating with girls means to abuse them. Do you see, you learned it? What's dominating? You learned it already. How many times you have read this everywhere? You'll have to be dominating with women. And what did you understood by that? You understood anything, whatever you understood by that is the same thing that your father or mother, whoever is the dominating force at home, done to you. Abusive only. Yup. If we don't see them as commodities, but factor of loyalty also kicks in, knowing about her sexual past. So that is fear of uncertainty, bro. Akash, bro, that's fear of uncertainty. What is fear of uncertainty? I know my friend died last time. I'm going into something like this. What if I die? So this what if is the fear of uncertainty. And it exists in you in many ways. What if I don't wake up tomorrow at time? What if I don't sleep tomorrow at time? What if she doesn't like me? What if she hates me? What if she... See this. See what if. How what if can destroy you. Just this what if. Jahan aa gaya, how it will destroy you. I want to have sex with her. But what if I go and start talking to her and she just doesn't even listen to me. She just leaves from there. Or what if she listens to me but then she's like not interested and she's gone. Or what if I start talking to her and suddenly I run out of things to say and I'm standing there looking like a fool. Or what if I'm talking to her and I'm like, let's go to a coffee shop, and she says no at that time, and I don't feel good at that point. My whole day will be gone. Game hi niche chali jayegi. Or what if she goes with me to the coffee shop but then her boyfriend comes in or her husband comes in. Or what if. This what if is not going to end. You know what is it making it do? What making you do? You'll just keep on standing there thinking about more what ifs. So understand, guys, excuse is going to create more excuses. Excuse has its own momentum. Like action has its own momentum, excuse has its own momentum. So Yes, I was telling you that loyalty factor comes in because there is this pattern recognition in his mind. He is thinking that this girl is not totally mine. And on the basis of that, there is fear of uncertainty. And fear of uncertainty for brain is fear of death. And fear of death, you're feeling fear of death while staying with this girl. Oh my god, do you see your decision making? Bro, can you tell us the difference between dominating and domineering? I don't know what's domineering. Does it mean that women can never love, only men can? No, 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 no. We are not there. Love is a verb. It's an action word. Verb, action words. You do it. It's not some feeling. I love you. I said it. But something you do. Domineering is also almost close to being abusive. I'll tell you what do I actually mean by the first quality of dominating. See this. There is a good king and there is a bad king. Both of their fathers were drug addicts, let's say this. Two kings, their fathers were drug addicts. Later in the life, one guy came out to be the bad king, one guy came out to be the good king. So when it was asked to them, why did you become a bad king? He said, because my father was a drug addict. And when the good king was asked, why did you become a bad king? He's a good king. He said, because my father was a drug addict. Do you see? Same raw information seen in different ways. So basically, if you see like good king and bad king, and you see however family conditions were, but how did they interpreted them and how they came out to be. So bad king's father, let's say, was more abusive in nature. He used to beat him, or mother was more beating and father was more abusive. It can be like this also. So what's going to happen? By this, he's going to understand we have to dominate women. So this bad king, dominating bad king, goes in front of the kingdom and is like, okay kingdom, from tomorrow onwards, your tax are going to be raised by 10% even more. And kingdom is like, why? He said, because I said it. I'm the king. He is dominating them. People are going to pay taxes because they have to pay taxes. So you see, people are doing what he wants them to do. He's dominating in an abusive way. Come to the good king. He's like, okay kingdom, from tomorrow onwards, your taxes will be raised by 10%. Kingdom is like, what the fuck, why? He said, because we are going to build roads all around. And all the kingdoms around us, we have a project where we are going to build. The first bad king could have said this also. But nope. Do you see this? He wants to feel superior. Why? He has always been feeling inferior in front of his father, who was a king as well. So he wants to dominate the way his father dominated him. Good king, coming back to the good king, he's more transparent. He's telling them, okay, we are building this is happening, so we need taxes 10% higher. It's not, we are not doing 10% higher forever, but we are going to do it till the time the roads are done. Otherwise, in the next 5 years, our kingdom is going to be the only one who's ugly looking. Okay. Now the kingdom wants to give tax. In the bad case king, they have to give tax. Here the kingdom wants to give tax. Both kings are dominating. But do you see, one is dominating out of superiority, other person is dominating out of transparency. One is creating a lose-win situation where the king is winning and the kingdom is losing. Other king is creating a win-win situation where both of them are winning. Second behavior quality. How will these qualities show up in front of women? That's another topic for another time. But as of now, you should know these qualities. I'll also tell you how these qualities come out. How do women know, okay, he's dominating? How? What to do? What is it in me that shows her this quality? Later. But as of now, understand these things. Second is decisiveness. What is decisiveness? Decisiveness is fast decision-making power. See this. First king, bad king, he's habituated to rest, to spend money on more and more things like women, like a lot of girls, paying a lot of girls. Not pointing towards anyone, but understand what I'm saying over here, that he's paying for luxury while his kingdom on the war. This is the context. While his kingdom on the war, he's paying for luxury, and at that point the minister comes and he's like, most of the army units are dead. What to do? He's like, I'm sleepy right now, I'll tell you tomorrow. This is lack of decisiveness. Good king. He's like, this is happening right now. This army unit is dead. He's like, call all the ministers right now. Call Birbal right now, and we're discussing how to tackle this situation. This fast decision making power. He has to come up with the conclusion. So that's the quality of a king. How will it show up in front of women? She's like, why are you talking to me? And you're like, this 2 seconds, done. You don't really have to give a proper answer. She's like, why are you talking to me? You're like, puff girls. She's like, what? Like, you look like Blossom. You're like, that's why you're talking to me? Like, maybe, why do you think so? So we can keep continuing about what we are talking at that from then onwards. But see, where did the change came? If you play chess, you see the change. Where did the variation change? This is where it changed. The decisiveness. I didn't really give the best logical answer of why am I here, because I have a presumption which says she already knows मैं वहाँ क्यों आया. मुझे इसको I don't have to verbalize this thing. So we'll talk more about this, that women from a very small age know that they are different from you and you're different from them. You also know that there is something down there which you are not having. So even if you say, can I help you with your luggage? She knows why. Are you getting it? She may say, yes, for sure, go ahead. She's saying that even after knowing, why are you doing this? Do you say this? That is why I'm saying she knows. That's why I'm not really going to tell her why I'm talking to her. I can say something like, are you not women enough to know why I'm talking to you? Or are you not women enough to know why I came here? She's like, why are you talking to me? Or I can say something like, why do you think I'm talking to you? There are a lot of things, but again, what if we go verbal or real? What if we go verbal or real? What is the difference between verbal and real? There is verbal and non-verbal. Are you talking about chatting? You'll understand more about the topics. Polarity, I'll talk more about it later. But before that, understand these things. You understood decisiveness, fast decision making power. Third is groundedness and responsiveness. What is the opposite of groundedness and responsiveness? Reactivity. React. She's like, I don't like your t-shirt. And you're like, oh, it's not mine. Actually, my mom gifted it to me and she just gave it to me. I don't really like. Why are you justifying? You are really reacting. That this shows what she just said triggered you. She said something about your t-shirt and you are thinking she's saying something about you. So you start defending yourself by defending your t-shirt. And this is where you are reactive. You don't see these small things, right? You're protecting your t-shirt. You're really protecting yourself over there. She can see. When you are trying to attract her. So that's groundedness. Examples. For example, bad king is like, okay, I want to see what's going on with my kingdom. And everyone is like, okay, let's go. And he's going out in the kingdom to see what's going on, how the kingdom is doing. And one person out in the kingdom is like, you motherfucker, because of you're the bitch king. And he's like, how the fuck he said something like this to me? Kill him. So they kill him. Do you see how easy it is for a commoner to unroot this king? हवा चली, पेड़ उखड़ गया, इतनी जोर से चली भी नहीं. Like how easy it is for someone to disturb his emotional equilibrium. Someone said this and boom, gone. He lost all of it. Second, so that was reactivity, animal consciousness. You see, fight and flight, kill him. He became sympathetic that time. That means what? This king's family must have been very complaining in nature. So this person complained about him being a king. Can't take it. Now he's a king. Before he was not a king, he was a prince. He can't do shit with his father. He said, kill him. Are you getting it? So, good king. He's like, same thing. I want to go out, see my kingdom. And the person is like, you bitch king, you motherfucker. And you know, all of the knights over this, like, what the fuck, all the pawns are there. What the fuck? No, pawns, I'm saying. All the Senapati jitne bhi wahan pe khade hain, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's our king. How can you say something like this to him? And the king is like, no, let him come, let him come. Tell me what happened. He's like, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to get your attention. But my father used to work in your army. And last year, they went for battle. He never came back. I think he's dead and we never got compensation. Our family is suffering. I was never able to tell this to you. I was not allowed to come near to you. So since, thank God, you came out today, this was the only best way to get to you. So he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'll give you the compensation for the bravery your father have shown. Like, thank you, done, gone, grounded, responsive. King is happy, that guy is happy, win-win situation again. What happened in the previous situation? In the previous situation, what if that guy wanted to say the same thing, but he was never given that permission? I mean, what if we go real with our decisive answer to her? Why are you talking to me? See, at that time, you are verbalizing, you are saying again, the question here you are asking me is, what if I verbalize my desire? Your desire is to have sex with her, right? So you are asking me, what if, when she asks me, why are you talking to me? I verbalize my desire. Desire is a non-verbal quality. Can't verbalize it. You will understand these things in tomorrow's session when I'll talk about the deeper level of subconscious. Okay? So I hope you understood groundedness and responsiveness. She's like, I don't like your t-shirt. I'm like, why do you want to like my t-shirt? I smiled. You see, even right now I said I smiled. Do you see responsive? What if she's like, I don't like your hairstyle, you're getting bald? And I'm like, she said bald? Do you see that? That's reactive. What do I say now? So she's like, oh, you're getting bald. I'm like, thanks for noticing. Stop noticing me so much. So the moment I say this, I smile again. What is happening over here? This is the game. How will you play game? If you play it like, I want to win, she will lose. You are creating a lose-win game then. Bad king strategy. Win-win banao na. That means you are not going to win her. She is not going to win you. You both are together and that's the win. Are you getting it? That's win-win. You can't win and she will lose. She can't win and you will lose. Either you both will win or you both will lose each other. Are you getting it? I hope you understood now. Groundedness and responsiveness. Now let's talk about the next behavior quality of a king. Fourth one is he is vulnerable. You know what is vulnerable meaning? But she doesn't want to be together, right? Who doesn't want to be together? I don't relate to what you said. Which one? She doesn't want to be together. The thing I questioned, he asked me this question, right? Why are you talking to me? You both should be together. Bro, what did I say? I don't know. Like 2 minutes ago, what did I say? Exact thing, I don't remember. See, there is no script here. I'm not, looking somewhere and reading. There is just Elon Musk under me and that cat sleeping over there. There is no script, so whatever I talk in my session, I don't know what I said 2 minutes ago. So you can just tell me. Oh, you turned your microphone on.
Can you hear me, bro? I just wanted to ask this. You just now said, right, like when the girl asks, why are you talking to me?
Yes.
And then you say, why do you think I'm talking to you?
Yes.
The explanation you gave was because you shouldn't fight with her, because your intention should be that you both should be together. You both should end up being together.
Yes.
My question was with that, like, but she doesn't want to be together, right? Like that, me wanting to be, the idea is in my head. It's not in her head.
Yes, yes. So this is a what if again, right?
Yes.
Do you see how bro, when what if comes, don't believe what if. What if she doesn't want to be together? What if this what if is not going to end? I told you, dude, every level of pickup artist, every level feels what if. When this guy is a beginner, he feels, what if she doesn't even stop there? What if I get beaten? What if, then he learns some openers from internet, and then he goes and he does opener and he is able to say hi and all of that. Then he's like, what if I have nothing to say after that? What if I end up looking like a pussy? What if I end up looking like a fool? Then he learns how to open properly. Then he's like, what if I know how to open, but what if I'm not able to lead her? I'm not able to vibe with her. Then he's able to lead and vibe. Then he's like, but what if I'm going to lead her and then I came to know that she's having a boyfriend and the boyfriend was just standing over there? How will I deal with my boyfriend or her boyfriend at that time? So understand, the first time you caught yourself with this what if question, the moment you caught it, that's the time. Don't let it continue, because then you will be in a flood. You'll be flowing with what ifs, never going to stop. Okay, you said why not win-win situation, and she doesn't want to win, and she doesn't want to win, maybe. I don't understand. Is that a question, or you telling me something? Confident about his
bro, actually my question was, I'm sorry to interrupt, bro. My question was, like, now she has already told me, I think we're done here. I'm a little uncomfortable because I don't know you.
Okay, let's game, bro. Dude, say this to me.
Okay.
Where are you standing?
I'm standing right outside Forum Mall.
Okay.
In Bangalore.
Okay. Excuse me, hi, I'm not here.
Yes.
Amazing. What's your name? Hi. You can shake my hand.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit.
Why are you so sorry, man? Why the people in Bangalore always so sorry? Did you get late for your job? I think that's the issue. There's a lot of traffic today, probably, but you didn't even ask my name. Rude, kind of, don't you think?
I don't want to know your name.
Oh, am I so unwanted for you?
I don't know you. I don't know how to respond to that.
Do you want to know me? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's start from the beginning. I just saw you from there and I was literally so afraid to come in and say hi to you. I was thinking that she's going somewhere and she won't even stop there. But thank God you stopped and even listened to me for this long. And I don't know where you go. Where are you going right now?
I'm just waiting for my friend.
You're waiting for your friend? Until your friend comes, I'm not going to leave you. Say fuck off. Then I may think about leaving you.
Okay, that was a very sweet gesture, but this is getting kind of uncomfortable.
Why are you smiling then?
Okay.
Okay, now you can shake my hand. Hi.
I'm sorry, I will give you a fist bump. Is that okay?
On my bump? No, we just met. Let's take it slow. Started handshake.
All right, fine. Here you go.
No, you missed
your
it. You missed it. You missed it. High five.
Okay, fine. High five.
You didn't even ask my name. Why are you so rude?
Oh, why do you want me to ask your name?
Why do you think I want you to ask my name? You're a sweet talker. Where are you trying to get here? So, bro, you see what's
Okay.
going on over here.
Yes, understood.
Here only I explained all of you guys dominating, decisive, fast decision making. Vulnerable bhi dikhaya na. I showed vulnerability when I was like, I was
Yes.
standing there, I was afraid, blah blah, and I was like unashamed about like, what if you come to know I was afraid? You know I was afraid, but now I told you I'm more open to talk about things because now I feel like, oh, now she knows me. Okay. So, chalo, let me continue with this thing. Vulnerability I was talking about. So, guys, my question to you is this. You know what is Raj Dharma? Raj Dharma is the dharma of the king, the religion of the king, gone back in times. What does Raj Dharma says? Raj Dharma says that if a king feels bad for his son who died in the battle, how much ever grief he's going to feel, he should feel the same way for every person who died in the battle. Every person in the kingdom, every man in the kingdom is the son of the king, every woman in the kingdom is the daughter of the king. That's the Raj Dharma. But let's say this king, his army is dead, his civilians are dead, his ministers are dead, he's alone. इसने सबको मरवा दिया, सब अकेला रह गया अभी. But now when it is up to him, he left. Do you know any such name of a king who just left when he was all alone? I don't really think you guys will know the name. Ashoka won the Kalinga fight. We all know Ashoka was vulnerable enough. So now, okay, listen to this. A king, when it came to him, left the place because now he can die. You won't remember any such name of a king. 1, 2, yeah, Ashoka is not that king again. But you will remember every name in the history ever written in this world of the king who was left all alone, but still he went and fought. He knows maybe he's going to die. Maybe he's not going to die. You never know. But he still went there and fought with them. You know every such king. You know Shivaji. You know Maharana Pratap. You know Prithviraj Chauhan. Like, his wife burned the whole kingdom. Eyes have been taken. Still he's fighting. Vulnerable. King. Vulnerable. Understanding this behavior, how I showed, I was not afraid of her. I was not afraid to tell her that I was afraid to talk to her. I'm not afraid to show fear. People who are afraid to show fear when they are afraid, see how miserable the situation is. He is afraid and he can't even show it. Oh my God. Muscles are tense, cortisol release, free radical reduction process happening in the oxidation process happening in the brain. Free radicals everywhere. So much tension at that time. You feel free standing in front of a girl, don't know what to. This is what's happening. You are not allowing yourself to let her know. See what's going on with me. Like, even if I was, like me and Prabhat were gaming, what if I was out of words at some point? What would have been my topic? I'm out of words. How do you do this to me? This would be my topic. Who's that king? ये तो बता दो. कौन सा? Vulnerable king. There are a lot of vulnerable kings. जिनको पता है कि हम मरने वाले हैं, फिर भी जा रहे हैं. So what does this mean? How does this show up? Not remembered by history. I don't know and I don't want to know. Scene क्या है? जिसने इस king को हराया, he didn't even find it necessary for anyone to know कि मैंने इसे हराया, because he went against the dharma, and it was not it was not India dharma, it is the dharma. He's the king, and if he's not ready to be vulnerable, the person who defeated that person, that king, won't be remembered. He won't write his name in history. If he doesn't, history is written by the persons who won. Sorry, history was written by people who won. Are you getting it? Winners wrote the history. So if the winner wants to write about the loser, and the loser is not worthy enough to be a loser, he won't be mentioned in history. Are you getting it? Now, I was telling about vulnerable. How will a woman see this? She's standing in middle of, let's just say, there's a woman in front of the mall, Forum Mall again. There are a lot of people, and she's also there. So you are thinking, if I go and start talking to her, everyone will start looking at me. If everyone will come to know that I am approaching a random girl, they are going to beat the shit out of me. And this is going in your brain. You can literally go to her and tell this to her. She will feel safe. But no, you won't do this. See, how does this feel? If I'm on your full screen right now, if you can see me on your full screen, see, I'm going to show you something. So let's just say you guys are sitting here. Okay, I'll do it like this. You guys are sitting here. Okay, and I am here. I have to approach you. I'll just come from here. And I'm here. I have to approach you. But now I am not ready to be vulnerable. I'm not ready to let you guys know how much afraid I am. Okay, so what am I going to do? I came from here. I saw you guys. And now I'm just looking at you and taking my eyes off. Looking at you, taking my eyes off. Looking at you, taking my eyes off. And then I'm like, fuck. Excuse me, hi. वो इतना वेट करके मैं आया. And excuse me, I बोल के मैं बोल रहा हूँ, do you know where is McDonald's? You guys will still feel that this guy is fucking creepy. You know why? Because he's not ready to be vulnerable. Now see this guy. He's just walking and suddenly he saw here, oh, excuse me, hi. I just saw you guys and I thought I should just come and say hi. What's your name? Do you feel safe now to talk to me? Or in the previous case you were feeling safe? Yes.
I'm just looking for Snowy.
She's there. Now you guys, do you see this? Vulnerability. You'll have to be vulnerable. If you are not vulnerable, you won't feel man enough. You won't be able to trust anyone because you are also not trusting yourself. You think if she comes to know that I'm afraid or angry or I don't know, whatever, you're sad, she can use me, she won't like me, anything, any reasoning that you have given to that thing. But you are not just ready to be vulnerable, to tell her that I wanted to talk to you. What can be the definition of vulnerability in this context? The definition of vulnerability is what it is. That is, be open to show and talk about your weaknesses anytime you feel like. All I saw was confidence, not vulnerability. Yep, confidence stems from vulnerability. See this. The first approach I did, I allowed myself to be vulnerable. Do you see that? I allowed myself to let everything happen that was happening in my brain. My first approach, my brain is like, you will be beaten, she'll slap you, throw sandal on you, I don't know, shout and create a scene. So when I approached her, I was vulnerable. But when I saw that smile on her face and I came back from that situation, I was confident to approach more. Do you see confidence stemming out of vulnerability? So you are looking at the effect, not at the cause. If I clap, the sound that you heard is the effect. You are looking, where did it came from? I'm saying it doesn't came from me. It came from striking of two objects. Do you see? Vulnerability. So confidence stems from there. Okay, guys, next is self-reliant. How do you want to feel? He takes the authority. You feel the place you are living right now is not where you want to live. You take responsibility. You do something. Something, dude, something. I don't know what is in that something, that Venn diagram. I don't know. Fill it up. Self-reliant. What if you are not happy with some guys? Leave them. How? I don't know. Self-reliant. If I tell you, how are you self-reliant? I can tell you the process, but I can't walk on your behalf. Right? I can tell you how to, but you got to do it yourself. Fill it yourself. I tell you, this is how you fill it. This is how you draw it. But you have to do it for yourself. So that's self-reliant. There are a lot of other qualities of a king which doesn't need much explanation. There is resourcefulness. If he wants to do something, he is again a part of self-reliance. He's totally dependent on himself. If he wants some resources, he wants 1 lakh. How, when, where, what time? He's self-reliant. Got to do something about it. Even if he wants people in this thing, he made that decision to allow people to be a part of this plan. He was self-reliant when he made this decision. So it's a part of king. खुद के लिए कुछ करना, हाँ, खुद के लिए कुछ करना, कुछ भी करना, even if it's emotion, कि मैं अभी ऐसा फील करना चाहता हूँ, तो चलो पबजी खेलते हैं, या फिर चलो पॉन देखते हैं. नहीं, ये सेल्फ रिलायंट कैसे हुआ? ये तो डिपेंडेंसी होगी. ये तो पॉन डिपेंडेंसी होगी कि तुम्हें ऐसा फील करने के लिए पॉन की ज़रूरत पड़ रही है. मैं कह रहा हूँ तुम कुछ ऐसा करो उस टाइम पे जिसमें कोई टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसे आ नहीं रही. मतलब कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल कुछ करने का मन कर रहा है तुम्हारा, यू वांट टू फील गुड, just fucking start doing push-ups. You can do that. Start jumping 100 jumps. Start doing that. You don't know if it is going to work or not, but you are programming yourself to be self-reliant here. Do you see it happening on a non-verbal layer? That's the thing. So these are the qualities of a lover in a king. Now here is this thing, guys. अगर तुम्हें किंग को उसकी पोजीशन से हटा दो, इफ यू dethrone a king and send him out of the territory, now he is not the king of that place anymore. वो जहां भी जाएगा ना, wherever this king is going to go, his behavior is going to be the same, which he has conditioned from years. Are you getting it? That means, guys, king is defined by behaviors and not by position. So king is not a position, it's a mindset. तुमसे छीन ही नहीं सकता कोई. No one can take it away from you. What if I was like, bro, like you can think right now Yadhuvir can say such things because he has results. So it's easy for him. When I will be at Yadhuvir's place, he has money, he has this, whatever you say. When I'll be at his position, I'll also get it. What if I would have thought the same? When I will be there, then I will get it. Now I will not get it. Dude, this now becomes, that then becomes now also. If if you realize that you don't really having it right now, then also you won't have it. Now remains. So That means king is not a position, it's a mindset. I can't take it, no one can take it from you. No one can take these behaviors from you. जब एक king चुना जाता है, क्या देखते हैं? This king is having good fighting skills. This king is like, I don't know, he's doing charity and all. There are two princes. This prince is very good with fighting. This prince is very good with mind. This prince has killed a lot of people. This prince has done a lot of charity. The board of members which will decide who will be the king, they will define the king on the basis of behaviors. What behaviors you say? These lover behaviors will be a part of that. Why? Because a man protects and provides the family because he loves the family. So the king shouldn't be chosen who provides and protects the family because he loves himself and he is the part of family. That's why he's protecting the family. Do you see this now? Conflicting situations. So here is this bomb. When lover goes in front of a woman, Madonna stays for some time, but then whore comes out. When provider and protector goes in front of women, Madonna stays there. She is hardwired to be Madonna in front of provider and protector and whore in front of lover behaviors. Okay. So guys, this was it. This was today's session. And tomorrow I'm going to tell you about how to implement these lover behaviors, how to show these behaviors, how to use these behaviors, how to show these behaviors. That's what we are going to talk about tomorrow. If you guys are having any questions, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. Suggest some great books on what you taught today. Some great books what I taught today. First thing I taught was brain chemistry. How did I learn brain chemistry? Which book?
Serotonin. You taught today. You started with serotonin.
Yes, I don't remember where did I learn this from. I think it was basic biology. No. Wait a second. Serotonin. I think this was the selfish gene. It's a combination of a lot of books. The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins is a good book for that.
Bro, how many books have you read?
Dude, I have no count.
No, I mean, I've like literally seen your every video, and I am literally fascinated by those books collection. I really want to see it.
Which one?
I mean, वो एक वीडियो में recent वीडियो में मैंने देखा था that book collection of yours.
Yes.
जहाँ पे, I mean, that's amazing. That's seriously very amazing.
Yes, bro. I love reading books. It's like talking to people. So this is how I read books, and I would prefer everyone reading like this because it's beneficial. There are two ways to read books. You can start reading one book and finish it and then start reading the next one. But I see reading books as talking to people. So let's say I want wealth advice. I'm going to pick a wealth book which gives me mindset, not how to do it, not build a website and this. No, give me mindset. But I also need how to book. That how do I build website? So I pick one how to book. And then I need an old man book. Old man book is some classic book, like 50 to 100 years old. I'll pick one book from that, Penguin Classics. Then there will be one book related to spirituality. Okay. And then there will be a novel. 5 books. Now, if the fonts are big, then I will focus to read one chapter every day from every book. So that's 5 chapters in a day. Or I can read 3 to 4 pages from every book every day. So the purpose here is not to remember everything that is written in the book with the help of cramming. What did I learn today? The purpose here is to make the process of reading books so interactive that you don't feel like you are reading books. You are seeing it as if you are going to talk to 5 people today. And this way, you don't have to force yourself to read book. You're like, I'm getting bored. Let's call Mahatma Gandhi. And you're like reading his book. So that's how I read it. It's really fascinating.
So it's basically subconscious learning, right?
Yes.
You're talking to 5 people. Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
That's actually a new wave. So basically, you're more than a pretty face, huh?
Yeah. Nice, nice. So, guys, this is it. I want to pee now. And if you have any more questions, just WhatsApp in the group, and I will see you tomorrow again. I'll share the recordings of this session in like, I don't know, I'll upload them on Drive and then share the recordings with you. See you guys. Bye bye. Shabak khair. यहाँ पारी होने वाली है. Dun-dun, dun-dun.